Welcome, everybody, to the Wellness Groves Zoom to announce the challenges that we're going to be doing. This is the first one, and it's the daily olive oil and lemon ritual. My name is Gretchen Sang, and I'm a executive olive star with the Wellness Growth team with Olive Tree People, and I lead this team alongside Jen Merzek, and we're both holistic health practitioners. We're FNTPs. So this is very much in our wheelhouse, and we love that we're doing challenges that are going to help you guys increase your daily just healthy habits. And like I said, this first one is the daily habit of an olive oil and lemon shot. So I am going to turn it over to Jen, who put this beautiful presentation together, and she is going to introduce everything.
Hi, and welcome. We're so excited that you're here, and you're going to be pretty blown away of how amazing of a morning ritual for less than 30 seconds, the health benefits that you're going to receive with this. So let's just go ahead and get started. So, yeah, one more slide. All right, so why olive oil? Right? That's the one that slide we're on, just making sure we're on the right
Yep,
slide.
yep.
Okay, so we're going to walk through exactly why olive oil is so powerful, what's actually inside of it that makes it medicinal, and why adding lemon amplifies the effect, and how to know if you're buying an olive oil that can actually do what it's supposed to do for you. Okay, so let's dive into why olive oil and
Tell
why.
me whenever you need me to advance slides, by the way.
Well, yeah, and why specifically you want to be ingesting the olive oil. So when most people think of olive oil, they think of it as just a really good healthy fat, something that they should be maybe using in salad dressing or cooking. But olive oil is very different from other fats because it's actually a bioactive plant food, meaning it contains compounds that directly interact and protect the cells. For thousands of years, it's been part of the Mediterranean cultures. They don't use olive oil as food. They use it medicinally for healing, digestive, skin health, and overall vitality. Today is the foundation. It's the foundation of the Mediterranean diet and one of the most researched foods in the world for brain health, heart health, skin vitality, metabolic function. What researchers have discovered is that olive oil is an incredibly healthy fat, but the real magic that lies inside is what's inside that oil. Okay, so advance. Okay, so what's inside the oil? Beyond being a healthy monounsaturated fat, olive oil is loaded with bioactive compounds that actually interact with and protect our cells. It contains polyphenols, which are powerful plant antioxidants, along with, I'm going to mess up some of these words. I was practicing. How do you say that, Gretchen?
Squalene,
What is it?
squalene.
Squalene. Okay, so maybe I had that right. Vitamin E, phytoesterols, and oleic acid. These compounds don't just nourish us, they help reduce oxidative stress, calm inflammation, support cell membranes, and protect tissues like like heart, brain, skin, and gut. Okay, next slide. So, what does that actually mean, right? And what do some of these compounds actually do? Gretchen?
Yes. Oh,
What
you want me to do
squalene?
this?
No, no, just is it squalene?
Squalene, yes.
Squalene. Okay, see, I'm a fast learner. Okay, is really fascinating because it's actually something that's found naturally in our own skin. It plays a huge role in hydration, elasticity, and protecting ourselves from oxidative stress. Vitamin E, powerful antioxidant, as we may know, that protects our cell membranes from damage that is huge for slowing cellular aging and supporting both skin and immune health. Phyto, S, phyto, phytosterols. I said it wrong last
Plant
time.
sterols. You're good.
Yeah,
You're
plant
good.
sterols. I was saying yeah, whatever. Plant sterols are a plant compound that helps balance your cholesterol levels and support the health of our blood vessels and heart. Oleic acid, the main healthy fat in olive oil, is actually a really strong anti-inflammatory and helps keep our cell membranes flexible so they can communicate and function properly. So even before we talk about the polyphenols in olive oil, it's already doing such an incredible job at protecting our cells, skin, heart, and metabolism. Next, we have the star of the show,
Mm.
polyphenols. Okay, so polyphenols are truly what makes olive oil medicinal. Polyphenols are a powerful plant compound, like I mentioned, that protect the plant. So when we ingest them, they protect us. Hydroxytyrosol is considered one of the most powerful antioxidants known. known. It helps protect your brain, heart, skin, and DNA from oxidative damage. Oli- Oleopian is deeply an anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and incredibly protective for our tissues. Okay, oleocanthal is a fascinating one because it has been shown to act in the body similar to ibuprofen, calming inflammation naturally. This is the peppery sensation you feel when you're drinking some high quality olive oil. That's the oleocanthal. These compounds are what turns olive oil from a healthy fat into a therapeutic medicinal food. So, what do these polyphenols actually do once they're in your body? They work systematically, they reduce inflammation throughout the body, protects brain cells, protects your heart, blood vessels, and support our skin from the inside out. They also protect our DNA from oxidative damage and support the body's natural defense against cellular damage. And this is why olive oil is so heavily studied in relation to longevity and long-term disease prevention. This is where the ritual becomes really practical. Okay, so what's your benefit of taking 1 tablespoon of olive oil daily? Studies show that as little as 1 tablespoon of your high quality, high polyphenol olive oil daily can lower your inflammation, improve cholesterol balance by raising your HDL and reducing oxidation of LDL. It can support your health of our gut lining and digestion. It stimulates the bile flow, which supports liver detox pathways, as well as help stabilize blood sugar, metabolic health, and over time, you'll see the impact on your skin hydration, elasticity, and even brain function. This is why the Mediterranean cultures, olive oil isn't just for salad dressings and cooking. It's taken daily, intentionally, and almost like a supplement. And this is what we're going to encourage you to include every day in March. Not only is olive oil important, but so is lemon juice daily. So, lemon juice on its own is incredibly supportive to the body. It stimulates the bile flow, which helps the liver and gallbladder to do their job more effectively, which in turn improves digestion and gut motility. It's rich in vitamin C, flavonoids, which support the collagen production, skin health, and immune function. And it supports the body's natural detoxification in a very gentle daily way. So, we're working on small habits that are going to support our entire body every single day. Lemon is doing powerful work on its own, but when we combine that with olive oil daily, something really interesting happens. They work synergistically together. They become more than two healthy foods. So let's look at this. Lemon stimulates bile production in the liver. Olive oil triggers the release of that bile from the gallbladder. So together they create a very effective digestive and detox support that you're doing first thing in the morning. The bile flow is critical for digesting fats, absorbing fat soluble nutrients, and delivering those powerful olive oil polyphenols deeper into the body. So if you're not taking olive oil and lemon, you're creating, what are you doing, right? So you're creating a morning anti-inflammatory,
Oh, sorry.
you're fine, digestion supporting, nutrient absorbing ritual that will set you up for the rest of your day. Okay, so what does this look like? What to look for when you're buying your olive oil. This is really, really important because here's the part that most people don't realize. Most olive oil on the grocery store shelves is oxidized. It's old, it's low in polyphenols, and sometimes cut with other oils. You heard that.
Mhm.
It's cut with other
Mhm.
oils and stored in ways that destroy the very compounds that we just talked about. So you think that you're going to get all these incredible benefits from your olive oil, but when in fact, you're not. If you want olive oil to be therapeutic, you have to look for high polyphenol content, a recent harvest date, dark glass bottles to protect it from the light, and a source that's traceable and it's properly stored. And one of the easiest ways to tell if your olive oil might be higher in polyphenol count is if you have that peppery taste, right? And that's the olecanthal, which is the anti-inflammatory compound we talked about earlier. That sensation is a good sensation. And this is where Olive Tree People's olive oil really stands out. So, what makes this olive oil so different is where and how it's grown. These olives come from our eco-certified century-old wild mountain trees in a natural reserve in Spain. The soil is incredibly nutrient rich and the groves are eco-certified. They use small Arbequina olives that are hand harvested, which when we found this out, I was blown away. They're hand harvested by approximately 50 people who manually pick every olive. There's no machinery shaking the trees. It's traditional harvesting that's been done for thousands of years. The olives are rushed to the mill immediately after the harvest, and that speed is critical because it preserves the polyphenols we've talked about earlier. They never use pesticides, fertilizations, or irrigation. The trees growing naturally in this wild mountain environment. It's unbelievable, which contributes to the potency of this oil. Okay, so with olive tree people, the olive oil is harvested only once a year, typically from late October to early December, just depending on the season. And Thomas, who's the owner, only harvests enough for 1 year. So if you purchase any of our olive oil, no matter what time of year, know that it was harvested last November, December time. Okay. So come November, December, beginning of December, we're probably going to run out of our olive oil. And I appreciate that because we're not over harvesting and they're not sitting in vats of storage like most oils, just being sold or on shelves, just waiting to be sold. Okay. One thing to point out, it tastes phenomenal. It's award winning for exceptional flavor. And then just a little fun fact, Gretchen and I have both walked in these groves. We've seen exactly where these olives have come from, which makes sharing it feel very personal and very trustworthy. I personally won't have any other olive oil because I've seen them.
We have our own trees.
We
This
do
is
have,
Jen's tree,
yeah.
and this is my tree. They're actually tagged. If you see this little white tag right there, it says my name and the tree number and Oliveda. It's so cool.
It's fun. Yeah. And with our trees, you can taste the difference, right? It's green, olives, ripe apple, herbs, almond, a slight floral finish, and that peppery sensation, which again is the olecanthal. And you know that's going to be present if you have that peppery taste. This olive oil is truly therapeutic grade and not just some sort of cooking oil that we have. Okay. So who would benefit most from this ritual? It's simple, but it's incredibly supportive for those that have many common issues that people experience today. So if you're dealing with inflammation, skin changes, dryness, dullness, a gut digestive issue, brain fog, hormone imbalance, high stress, you can see a noticeable difference over time. 30 days, I don't know if that's going to be enough for you to notice a difference. Maybe you notice a difference in a week, but I will tell you it's a habit that those of you that have husbands sometimes know it's hard to get your better half to dive in on a health habit that maybe you've incorporated. My husband reaches for his olive oil shot every single day. And when I forget, he asks for it. So to me, I know he's feeling a difference. Um,
I'm going to interrupt really quickly and say my parents, who are not necessarily on my holistic side of medicine, have asked now. There's been two Christmases where I give them 12 bottles of olive oil.
Love it.
and they use it and love it. And I'm like, when you run out, call me because I want to make sure you have this olive oil. I do not want them going to Costco and reaching for whatever olive oil is there that's mixed with whatever. You know what I mean? I want to make sure they have this, and this is my gift to them. I am their olive oil freaking supplier.
Love it. And just so you know, one of those small daily rituals that quietly does a lot of work in the background. So even if you don't feel this overall dramatic change, just know that it's not a wrong habit because it's just supporting your long-term cellular metabolic overall health.
I was going to say the healthiest people out there, this isn't a something is wrong with you, so do this. It can
Yes.
be. This
Mhm.
is a let's keep you as healthy as possible. So this is for everyone. And we can talk about those who have concerns about fat because of gallbladder issues and things like that too,
Yeah.
because we've heard questions about that already.
Yeah. And we'll chat about that here in a second. I also think it's important that Gretchen pointed out it's not you have this ailment, so you're going to do this. Although, if you do have an ailment and you're deciding to do this, then that's where you might want to do a shot more than once a day and just incorporate those polyphenols. And we'll talk about that a little bit. So how do you actually do this each morning? Simple. Take 1 tablespoon of high olive polyphenol extra virgin olive oil, add a juice of half a fresh lemon. I personally cannot keep fresh lemons. They mold really quickly and it doesn't matter the environment that I live in. So I have organic, fresh pressed all lemon juice that comes in a nice bottle that I got a big bottle from Costco and we go through it in a decent time. So I feel good using that. You want to take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach because of the detoxification effects and because of the digestive support that it's revving up your system and helping you do. That's important. However, if you don't take it in the morning and you remember just before you go to bed or you remember right before dinner, take it then. Take it when you're going to be most consistent because the key is being consistent. This isn't a one-time detox. It's a daily ritual that will support your body over and over and over. It takes less than 30 seconds, but it can have a profound cumulative effect when done with consistency.
Yeah, little tip. I like to have, if possible, two. I mean, you can put it in a regular glass, it doesn't matter, but it's very easy to do if you get like 2 ounce shot glasses, because you can
Mhm.
just fill the olive oil and then just squeeze the lemon on top of it.
Yeah. And we say 1 tablespoon. I can guarantee that whoever shares this call with you, any of us that's on the call that currently do it, we don't measure. We just pour it with love and say, okay, this is great for us. So it doesn't have, it's not an exact science. It doesn't have to be exact. You take in some, it's going to give you some benefits. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us to learn about this morning ritual. We truly hope that you learn something today and that you're excited about olive oil as much as we all are. We'd love for you to join us this March and do this every single day together. If you decide to, here's how it works. The person who invited you, you need to let them know you're in. And then they'll send you a link to order the olive oil. We recommend getting 1 to 2 bottles, but for reference, I use olive oil every day cooking on vegetables, in salad dressings. I even actually cook it with heat now because it's high quality. I also take a shot myself, and my husband takes a shot. We go through 3 to 4 bottles now in a month. So kind of pace that out. If this is going to be something that you're just adding, you probably don't need to have 3 bottles. But if your significant other is adding in as well, then you might need an extra bottle or two.
Mhm.
We ask that you order it by February 14th to make sure that it arrives here by March 1st. If you're more West Coast, you're going to receive that olive oil pretty quickly. If you're middle of the country like I am, it sometimes takes up to 2 weeks. It takes about 10
Yeah.
days,
I was going
but
to say I'm 7 to 10 days in
yeah.
Idaho.
So we want to make sure that you get enough time so you can start this challenge with us right March 1st. So after you order, let your consultant know so they can double check that the order went through. And then we'll add you to a private Instagram chat where we'll be doing this together every single morning. We'll be sharing encouragement, education, and support all month long. You'll receive, this is a nice little bonus, 2 guides from us: an anti-inflammatory lifestyle and nutrition guide and how to use oils guide. And of course, there'll be some fun prizes along the way for participating and finishing.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, the biggest takeaway we hope you remember is this: small habits and daily rituals done consistently create profound long-term health. This one takes 30 seconds each morning, but over time, you'll support your cells, your skin, your gut, your brain, and overall being in a really meaningful way. Okay, so that's all I have. But Gretchen, I think, do you want to just go ahead? The question that we've gotten
Sure.
from several people is
I
about.
think I wanted to comment really quickly though about like the lemon. There's another benefit too. I know a lot of people in my community have asked about this because there's been a lot of bladder talk on my page because I've dealt with a lot of bladder issues. And then there's people who are concerned about oxalates. Well, lemon's actually a really good thing to take every day when you have oxalates because it helps bind to it. So this can be beneficial in so many different ways. We only highlighted the big 30,000 foot point of view, right? So there's so many other benefits too. And then, like Jen said, just quality matters so much. Kind of like how we say, don't buy your supplements on Amazon. Be careful with your olive oil. I have a fun reel that I made that's, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember who it was that was speaking about the like mafia ties to olive oil and how they own a lot of that. And you have to be careful because they've mixed things and it says it's pure, but it's not. And I just, we personally know this is pure olive oil. Jen and I have seen it. We've been there. We've experienced the people who work in these groves and Joaquin and his family, like this is their life's work. They don't like joke around with it. It's so, so cool. Um, but yes, let's talk about the gallbladder aspect. People who have gallbladder trouble or have had it removed often are concerned about fats. You definitely need to get with your practitioner. I don't want to give any medical advice here, but I would inquire about bile salts. Biotics makes a really great one that's ox bile and it's called Beta Plus, right? My brain, yeah, because beta
Yeah.
TCP is just like the little precursor to it. And you can talk to your practitioner about dosing that. If you guys don't have a practitioner, I'm like, Jen, we have several. You can reach out to any of us. We have several on our team that still see clients one-on-one that you could talk to. But in general, it's just like any other thing. If I have someone coming to me that's extremely sensitive to supplements in general, we start very slow. So instead of a tablespoon, you go to your comfort level and you start with a teaspoon. And then also, I just want you to remain calm and realize that you're getting that much in your food anyway. So
Yeah.
you're already eating like that, and you don't need to be super concerned, but always check with your practitioner just to confirm.
And if you go too fast, you're just going to have some loose stools. And so that's your kind of like, whoa, slow down, back it up, and then just start. Maybe you have to start with half a teaspoon, right? Maybe it's
Mhm.
just a little drizzle with
You could
lemon.
use a dropper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was sitting here actually looking on Amazon for cute little cups like this. I was like, oh, I want cute little stemmed 2 ounce shot glasses.
I know. It's a cute one. I saw that too.
Um,
Did we
yeah,
want
now
to
I'm
pause?
shopping for this stuff.
Did we want to stop the recording and then we'll.
Unless anyone has any questions that could be beneficial for the recording, feel free, but we absolutely can stop and you can reach out to the person who sent you this recording and then they will absolutely fill you in and answer any of your questions. Let me stop the recording. Holy crap. Was that not recorded? Oh, it was.
No, it's still recording.